For the next few minutes, I want to invite you into a story. You'll be able to hover over in this metaphorical operating room and witness a divine, life-changing surgery on a man named John. John's presenting symptoms to us were just trauma and pain. He was looking for a way to repay his debt to society. John had this wonky mix of emotions that included fear, anxiety, excitement, and expectation. He found his way to a safe place called the Life Center.
When I got out of prison, I was in the halfway house down there at the Volunteers of America downtown. And yeah, I couldn't even get out of there unless I had a job or I had a place to volunteer at. That's how I wound up here at Whitewater, because you were closest to the house. And at the time, the pantry was just right across the street from my house, and I thought I was just gonna have to walk there because I didn't have transportation. So I thought that was a good spot.
We all heal better in a community. John became involved in the Life Center food pantry. His ankle bracelet was a constant reminder to him of his past. He wondered, what'll they think of me? Will I fit in? Will I be liked? Will I be judged? Will I be ridiculed? And then he met Sam.
Well, just like anybody else, when you first meet somebody, you try to get a feeling of what they're like and their personality and how you're going to get along with them, and show them the ropes, and go slowly but go comfortably. And John picked it up quick.
I mainly work in the freezer, helping pass out food, take in food, and stock shelves. Every once in a while, I'll do a shop for somebody.
John's heart was the focus of the surgery. An all-knowing surgeon extracted some of the hurts and habits and hang-ups that were poisoning John and began to implant some new vital routines in John, like serving.
It's not only us that he helps his neighbors. He helps people that he knows. He helps them move, stuff that he doesn't get compensated for. He does it out of the kindness of his heart.
Around the Life Center, we remind ourselves often that most of us need love and acceptance more than advice or instruction. This loving community wept with John. They laughed with him. The Life Center staff and volunteers just kept showing love to John in practical ways.
I've benefited friendship. I've benefited, you helped me out with the food. Even though I was working in the food pantry, you still put me on the list to get food because I didn't have an income. I got a car, I met a lot of good friends, and just going to church, the spiritual side of it.
In that place of exposure and vulnerability, John experienced the gift of new life, and things started changing.
There are people in the pantry that walked up and gave him a hug and felt good for him. And John felt good for himself that he did this, which made me feel good knowing it's just not the pantry that John is getting good feelings for. It's the whole church.
We heal best in the context of community. Commitment lasts a lot longer in community. So many of the things that were holding John back were removed or repaired in the process of this surgery. Things like guilt from his past, disconnection from God, financial issues, transportation crisis, isolation. They were now gone.
Well, I want people to know that it's a good place to come to if you need some help, and it's a good place to grow and become better. You learn a little bit from everybody, and that's how you grow.
At the Life Center, anyone who's overwhelmed and hopeless like John finds a team of caring people who listen to their stories, offer resources, and develop a plan for short-term relief, and long-term solutions. Why? Because hope is for everyone.